Hey everybody, welcome back to the Flourgoldwizards channel. Looks like we're at the beach. Well, because we are at the beach. We're gonna have a nice leisurely day of panning gold, running a sluice, and looking for cool rocks. We just might be able to find a couple of cool rocks. Oh, I don't know, maybe. Let's take a little look around and what I found. Well, the water is crystal clear, hardly any waves at all, just a couple of little ripples. And it's relatively cool. It's supposed to warm up a little bit today, partly sunny, but we're gonna enjoy our day nonetheless. Look at in this water here, absolutely crystal clear. I could walk out there a mile and still be able to see to the bottom. This water is beautiful. Now we walked up the beach about 247 miles from that way. Me and the boys, they're over there. There's Rex, there's Rigby, my mining partners. And we found some black sand a little closer than expected. And this is the first actual deposit of black sand I've located so far. And I dug down and I test panned top, middle, bottom. Rex caved it in, goes down about another foot. But the best gold I found was in this layer right here. Let me dig that back down. Right here, this stuff right here, it's got some cobbles built right into the sidewall right here, whereas up here, it's all sand, black sand and blonde sand, but you get down to right there, and it turns into a little bit more coarser beach sands, and underneath that is a layer of cobbles and black sand. That's the good stuff. Now, we did a couple of test pans. I found gold and all, but this is the best one so far. This one had, I don't know, 8 or 10 pieces in there. Let's see if I can get that to focus. Here we go. Not too bad, and they're not all absolute tiny minus 5 trillions either. So I'm gonna get my gear set up, unfortunately, way up here. It's easier to haul a couple of 5-gallon pails of water once in a while than it is 5-gallon pails of this stuff down there all day. So we're gonna get set up right now and get to running. Bam. Say hi to everybody, Rig. Yeah, there's a big Rig Bone, #1 miner. Here comes the Rex Bone, miner in training. Isn't he handsome? Oh yeah, I tell ya. That's a good boy. He's such a hard-working miner. Yes, he is. All right, we are up and running. With the help of my 2 mining partners right here, this is starting to become quite easy. I've got my screen in there. That basically takes out any larger particles, and it helps me throw more material on there. Let me grab a shovel full, dump it right in there, just like that. See that? It comes out of the bottom of that nice and slow and even-ish. And it works its way on down here and catches the gold. Now I've got that baby set at 11 degrees. This one's obviously a little bit higher than that, but that's just fine. As long as I can put large scoops on there and I don't have to, mess around with teeny weeny little scoops all day long, hundreds and hundreds, I'll settle for that trade any day. Isn't that right, boys? All right, let the games begin. Rex is looking a little bored. Thought he might want to go swimming. I got him a little stick. Here. Oh yeah. He loves the water. Yeah. I'm coming. And he's a good swimmer too. Yeah, go get it. There you go. Oh yeah, I gotta tell you, this water is ice cold. Ice cold, but it's supposed to be hot out today. He'll appreciate that. Yeah, there we go. I'll have to throw Rigby in a little later. All right, back to business. Oh, first things first. I want to show you the cool rock update. Just being able to shovel in this sluice affords me the opportunity to look for cool rocks. Look at this one. Oh man, oh man. Let me get that in the sunlight a little bit here. Look at that thing. Is that cool or what? I think Mr. Wizard's gonna like that one. I'm gonna try to bring a pile of those home for her today because they're everywhere. There must be at least 50. Right, Rex? All right, back in a bit. All right, one pail down. It's looking fairly good. Go ahead. That was full right to the top. Ooh. Replace. And continue. All right, we've got a couple pails run through here. This one here is right to the very top. Got away from me a little bit. That one there just about did too. I'm seeing some bigger pieces of gold in here, just not as many as I would typically see. Just shoveling nothing but pure black sand and hardly any these big grain gray sands in here. I'm noticing larger pieces in here, but not as many teeny weeny dots, but proof will be in the panning. So we're gonna go ahead and do a cleanup after two, see what it looks like. Make sure we're not shoveling for naught. He's been shoveling all darn morning. Crazy dog. That's right. P.S. On a side note, I'm no bucket handle salesman. But these Tech Products rubber handles right here that just slip right over this thing here are the cat's meow. I want to tell you, those things will save your knuckles when you're lifting up 100+ pounds of sand like that. Link in the description below. All right, I'm gonna do them separate. I did see some gold in there when the water was off, and I see a couple pieces down in there, but I'm seeing some pretty decent gold in this lower section here. Look at that one right there. That's a wiry piece. Where's my finger? Right there. And another nice long one right there. Let me see if I can tree this baby. Now where is it? Let me back up. Look at that. I think we might be onto a spot that's accumulating larger pieces. There's some more wiry looking stuff up in there and scattered all over here. Hey, I tell you. You might have put me onto something, boys. Oh man, thank you. Well, here's a quick peek of the top tray section right there. I wouldn't say that's too darn shabby. We might be messing up our capture rate, dumping all that large material on there, because I'm just dumping right on it now. I got that screen in there just to slow down the water a little bit. I think some of that large stuff is messing with it a little bit, but I'm still happy with that. That's only 2 5-gallon pails. Let's go ahead and clean up the lower section here, see what's in it. Well, it's not too darn bad. For a couple of pails, I'm happy with it. But like I said, we're out here on a leisurely panning, sluicing, looking for PBR day. PBR, Pretty Beach Rocks. But here's the gold in the lower section right here, or at least some of it. I'm doing this a little bit quickly out here, just because it takes so darn long to pan this stuff. It's difficult. but I tell you what, there's some nice chunky looking pieces in there for sure that I'm not accustomed to at all times around here. Usually it's super fine, extremely hard to capture, but I'm happy with that. So we're gonna grab a pan, a shovel, and our great attitude. We're gonna walk down the beach that way, see if we can't find something amazing and some pretty cool rocks along the way. There's a nice one. Nice unikite. This wizard loves those things. Nice big one too. And I also found this. Pretty interesting anyway. So I threw it in my bucket. There's lots of them around here. Landed in cool rock end zone here. Look at that one. Yeah. It's gonna be a heck of a haul out of here. Look at there, another one right there. Look like marbles or something. Well, that might not be too spectacular, but we'll keep it anyway. Hey boys. I tell you. While I'm out here doing this, I wanted to make note of something. Hopefully this shows up on camera like I can see it. But right here, there's like a black stripe of darker colored pebbles in this wash right here. It goes from lighter color to darker color. All the darker colored ones are smaller. And then you move over here, and then it gets back to lighter colored larger ones, and then darker colored larger ones. I really hope you guys can see that. I wonder if that has anything to do with the weight of these rocks. I'm probably guessing that it might be, or maybe possibly the shape. Well, they're round too, so it might not be the shape. All these rocks are fairly round. I might have to take a couple of shovelfuls out of some of these stripes right here. I'm guessing that stuff's going to be the heaviest stuff, kind of washing off in different phases during a storm. And this is where the heaviest stuff coagulated. Might be a possibility. We'll do that when we're done rock hunting. All right, back to it. Oh yeah, that looks promising. Yeah, I suppose that is. That might be an agate right there of some type. Not 100% sure. That's pretty nonetheless. Look at that. In the bucket. Got a few more. With their help. There's a couple of dandies right there. Yeah, I'll throw this one in the bucket, but you know what that other one is? I haven't had one of these in quite a while. That right there is the Chris Lilly Rock of the Week. That's right. Ooh, black as jet black could be. Nice red splotches in there. And that horsefly right there is definitely biting me. Get out of here. What are we going to do with this one? Should I mail it to my buddy Chris? Who's Chris Lilly? Well, he's this guy up in Canada that likes cool rocks too. Sometimes I show him cool rocks like these and I mail them to him. Sometimes I don't. What are we going to do with this one?
Go on, get you.
Boy, he's way out there looking for that rock, Chris. I tell you. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Rock Skipping Championship of the World. 2006 skips, 94 feet. Attempt number 2. Whoa! That was a 30-foot jump. If I ever saw it. If I ever saw it. Well, me and the boys are out here having a good old time. I tell you what, we got some gold. I ran my sluice. We got some really cool rocks. I didn't find a whole lot for black sand up that way. At least anything above 2 feet down. So I like finding the surface deposits. They're so much easier to locate just walking down the beach. You know, there's some black sand, there's some black sand. Then you just test every 10 feet or so. And more times than not, you can come across a really good deposit that's a lot less work than this. So we're gonna pack up our gear, head up into the woods because it's a little bit easier walking down there on that beach. And we're gonna go to a place just like that. Lots of black sand, and hopefully lots of gold. Let's go do some panning. Well, we're getting packed up. These boys say it's snack time, so we're gonna have a snack. I'm gonna have a little bit of beef jerky. This stuff is absolutely fantastic. That's from Peruca's in Anago. Yeah, one for you. Here, will you bring this one over to Rigby for me? Oh, yeah, I'll bring you one, buddy. They need that. They're hard-working miners. That was quite the climb. That's the beach. Way down there. Yeah, we're really being leisurely again. Back in a bit. Well, I stopped to take a break. It's hot. And look who jumped off the edge. Oh, there goes the other one. Oh my God. Well, I won't be doing that. That's a long way down. It's 6 foot vertical, maybe a little bit more than that vertical down to the sand, but I got all this gear here. They're just gonna have to follow us on to my voice or something. You dummies. Well, turns out I am going down the hill. The trail, whoops, it was my pail. The trail goes off into the woods and these boys are yipping. So they can't get up, so I'm going down. If I die, it's been fun. Well, here goes nothing. Well, I'm still alive. You jerks. Well, we made it down to one of our old haunts. We came across Mark, it was, right? Mike. My bad. He's down here rock hunting. And we're looking for the usual signs, black sand deposits, etc. And as you can see behind me, there are plenty of them. Did a couple of test pans and I found a real promising spot. So we're going to keep looking around. And if we happen to find anything extravagant, we're going to make a stockpile somewhere cleverly hidden behind the East Town Mall. All right, now here's those black sand deposits we're talking about. They are all over the place. Now, I was up, well, down, I guess. I was down that a ways, quite a ways, and there's hardly any black sand exposed. I'm sure it's underneath some blonde sand deposits, just like this one here I just now found. Just looking around these roots here, I can tell that at some point in time, there's going to be a big pool of water here, and gold is going to be concentrating in here, and sure enough, it did. Underneath a small 3 or 4 inch layer of blonde sand, there is a really nice layer of jet black sand, but it's only maybe 2 inches thick. But that's just fine. This stuff is really good. I'll throw a little pinch in there. I think that last one had close to 10 pieces in it, but a few of them are a little bit bigger. So we'll head on down here to the mighty Lake Superior Ocean and pan this baby out. See what's in it. This is much easier than digging down 2 feet for sure. And I don't have to carry all that gear around with me. There, I got that down a little bit. And you just flatten it out and start peeling it back. Now, I'm not trying to capture them. Once I see one, I'll just count it. That'll give me a pretty good idea of what's in any given sample. And I can already see some showing up at the top there. Now I buried it, but we'll get this one down and we'll take a look at what's in it. There's one. And we got that one pulled back, and there are a few pieces in there, that's for sure. That first test we did in that hole had a few more and bigger pieces, but you know, it's nothing crazy good. So we're gonna keep moving on till we find something, well, crazy good. Well, we're in the truck. We didn't find anything good. Nothing good at all. I mean, 5, 6, 7, maybe 10 was my highest pan down there. But it's getting a little bit later in the day and we just wanted to do a leisurely day. It's not always about going down there and running 50 pails in a day. I mean, once in a while, that's nice if you want to see a great big pile of gold. This is my favorite hobby, and sometimes it's just nice to go and lollygag around. We will be back down there with a vengeance sometime with a fresh back. So, until that time, like, share, subscribe. Please do leave a comment. It helps build our channel. Check out our Patreon page in the description box below. Flourgoldwizards, out.